Hi Verse, it's your girl KZ here today to give you guys another video. I am back for the moment. I am so excited to be making another reaction video or just a new video in general for you guys. I know that for a little bit I've just been kind of uploading some old videos that I've done before just because I want to keep my channel going. I know that when I'm in the middle of my semester I have a really hard time making videos just because I am busy with the amount of classes that I have and the amount of work. I literally have only 2 more weeks of my semester and then I'll be back to do as much videos as possible. I'm super excited about that. And yesterday, as of the timing of this video, not 1, not 2, but 3 trailers came out. And I was like, holy crap. And 2 of them I care about, 1 of them not so much. I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of the 3 trailers that came out that I'm really excited for is Transformers Rise of the Beast, which is what I'm gonna be reacting to. And then we got Indiana Jones, finally. I've been hearing about the movie for like a few years now and it finally came out. So I'm looking forward to reacting to that trailer too, if I have enough time to. And then there's Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be great, but, you know, for me, whatever. But when it comes down to Transformers, though, oh my goodness, I'm really excited because Beast Wars has been talked about for a little while. I'm also gonna talk a little bit more about the Transformers franchise movie after the reaction, of course, because there is a little bit of talk about that I have been wanting to talk about when it comes down to Transformers. But in the meantime, Verse, let's get to it. Alrighty, so Transformers Rise of the Beast Wars teaser trailer. I've heard some things about Beast Wars. I'm a little skeptical, but hey, who knows? Maybe they took in a lot of the criticism that people have been giving the Transformers movies. So, who knows? Okay. Oh, damn, okay. Of course there's humans.
Stand down. I'm not the one to fear, Prime.
I love his look. They took the cartoon look. I like that. Okay. Bumblebee's back. Our new main character, I assume.
I'm not driving.
Every time. They've done this like 2-3 times, I believe. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Of all the threats, from both your past and future, you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And if you don't know, now you know. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real. Oh, it's real.
Okay. Oh, it's coming out in June. Interesting, Verse. Interesting. Well, my thoughts on the trailer of Rise of the Beast Transformers. So, it's been a few years since the last Transformer movie, right? The last one was Bumblebee, and it was fine, you know. My thoughts on that movie was that I thought it was fine. It was basically, when you think about it, it was kind of a ripoff of E.T., but with a few minor tweaks, obviously with Autobots and stuff like that, but I did enjoy the movie. I thought it was alright. When it comes down to this movie, I think it's safe to say that they took in some criticisms that people were giving about the franchise and they brought it in. I'm going to talk about the positives and then I'm going to get into the negatives and then I want to talk about Transformers in general. When it comes down to the positive of this movie, I really love the fact that they're going with the classic looks from the cartoons. You know, it could be either from the cartoons or maybe from the comics. I know Transformer, there's a company that owns the license for Transformers when it comes to the comics and stuff like that. I don't really read those. I don't know too much about it in the comics, but I've seen some of the cartoons growing up as a kid. I remember some of it. And when it came down to like Beast Wars and stuff like that, I never really saw those. Just like the normal, you know, Autobots versus Decepticons stuff. I didn't really know too much about the Beast stuff. But when watching this, I really do love the fact that they're bringing in the classic looks. I think it works well. I know that when Michael Bay was doing the Autobots during his movie in 2007 going up, I know he was trying to go for a more modern take, which I appreciated. But at the end of the day, it would have been better just to see, you know, the classic looks of the Transformers in real life. And now we got it. It looks pretty good. Bumblebee looks good. I don't know any of the other characters. You know, we only know just 2 of them really. I love the fact that they're starting to show more battles of you know, Autobots versus Decepticons. That final scene in that trailer where they're just going at it with each other and you see the Beast even in there, that was epic. I'm like, please do more of that. Give us a full movie of just the robots, just the Transformers. Just give us a movie about that. That on its own will be great. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the game, you know, War on Cybertron for the PlayStation 3. I love that game. If it works for the game, I think it could work for a movie. I really do think so. If they just stop focusing on humans, because sometimes they don't really contribute to nothing, right? I thought it was fine at first, but then as more movies came on, I'm kind of like, you gotta change the concept. I do like the effects. They look pretty good. I'm hoping it's just a teaser, so I'm just guessing right now. I would be really grateful if they didn't bring in Megatron again. You know, he's been in I don't know how many of the movies. I'm kind of like, it would be nice to just see a different villain without having to always involve Megatron, you know, because there are different Decepticon villains out there instead of having to bring Megatron every single time. The action looks pretty good. I think the humor will be fine, you know, as long as they don't try to go for that Marvel route, because almost any other franchise, whether it's DC, whether it's Transformers or anything else, they try to be putting in all this humor in it. I don't mind it. Let's make sure we don't overdo it on that aspect. That's all I ask, because I noticed that Hollywood is doing that trend of, oh, everything has to have jokes every time. And I kind of don't like that. That's just me. I don't really need jokes every single time for almost any franchise I watch, you know. I just want to see a solid movie that's serious sometimes, you know. That's it. Now going on to the negatives. The negatives of what I've seen so far. So the humans, that is literally the biggest flaw in almost all the Transformer movies. The humans are sometimes annoying, right? The humans are annoying. They get way too much screen time sometimes, more than the robots. And then next thing you know, it kind of ruins it, you know? I mean, perfect example would definitely be in the second Transformer movies where they were focusing a lot on Shia LaBeouf's parents a little bit. And I was kind of like, why am I worrying about them? Like, we're in the middle of a fight. I want to see the Autobots fight. Why are we watching Shia LaBeouf's parents? Why am I watching a dog humping another dog? I remember that. Well, what was his name? Mojo. There you go. The little Chihuahua. Mojo. Yeah. And then in the third movie, I thought the third movie was okay. Then they were focusing a lot on the humans. A lot with Shia LaBeouf and him trying to work. And the new girlfriend after Megan Fox left after the second one. And I was like, I get it, like, you know, they're on Earth, so the humans are gonna be there, but they don't necessarily have to be the focus the whole time, you know? It's just for screen time for major actors, I guess. And when I saw Bumblebee, though, I did like Bumblebee a little bit because it definitely had a shift in tone. You know, they focused on the Autobots quite a bit. They showed them on Cybertron actually doing stuff, and I was like, more of that. Like, that worked. I definitely like the change in their design. You can definitely feel it. I did appreciate that they actually toned down the humor from Michael Bay. Michael Bay likes to interpret his own type of humor when it comes down to these, and sometimes it's okay. I'm gonna be honest, that's just me. Sometimes it's okay, but it is way overdone. Now, the Transformer movies with Mark Wahlberg, let's be honest, the fourth one was way too long. It was a 2-hour and 45-minute movie. Way too long. For a Transformer movie that wasn't even good. And then the fifth one, it was okay. The only thing that I liked about the fifth one was in the beginning, with all the mythology stuff. I was like, do a movie about that. Bring in like knights and dragons and stuff like that with Transformers. I was like, do more of that. That looked awesome. And Michael Bay still found a way to involve explosions during that time. I was like, wow, okay. I was like, we're doing that. So that was interesting. And again, The biggest downfall about all these Transformer movies is that they're always involving one major thing every time, which is Cybertron. They involve Cybertron, I don't know how many times. Almost every time it involves that planet, and I get it, that's their home, they're trying to save it or this and that, but I think you guys can come up with different concepts and different ideas when it comes down to Transformers. I mean, there's other stuff going on besides Cybertron. I don't think that that's going to be the focus in this movie. If it's not, thank you. I really appreciate that. But here, I would really appreciate it if we could just have the robots just trying to do something on their own instead of always involving the humans. I feel like it'll be fine, but you know, when you see the humans, you can't help but to roll your eyes and be like, ugh, of course. Overall, verse, I'm excited about this. I'm happy to be back again. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you guys like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content as always. Look forward to the next video, verse, and with that said, have an awesome day as always. Later, verse.